Welcome back to part 2 of the Garden Report. This portion of the show is powered by SeatGeek. You go to SeatGeek.com and you use the promo code Garden Report. You will get $20 in rebate from SeatGeek to any purchase that you make. I use it already.
Anybody who used it for tonight's game, worth it.
And you know what? I used it to buy tickets to see Kanye, and then Kanye canceled that show. So I think I ended up profiting $20 on that one.
That's a good deal.
So thanks, SeatGeek. I appreciate that. I'll send it back to SeatGeek.
You probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
They're probably going to be sending you a bill now.
So let's talk about LeBron James and what the Celtics tried to do to stop LeBron James. He had a huge game. It was 28 points.
Triple-dub.
10 assists, 13 rebounds. While also Al Horford had 9 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. So
that's more along the lines of an Al Horford triple-double.
He came perilously close to it.
He had 9 points for a while. Yeah. It was come on, shoot the damn ball.
You know what, to not stick to the script here, Stevens made a fascinating note. He was saying that Horford was, I think it was 1 for 4 going into the half.
Yeah.
And they were walking into the locker room ecstatic with how well Al Horford plays. You know,
I think he had 7 assists and 6 rebounds.
Yeah.
So that's obviously what you want to see.
Yeah.
I still want to see the guy shoot and score more. I'm sorry. I understand he makes everybody better, but I still want him to shoot the ball more.
But you know,
sometimes he's looking to pass too much.
The big thing is the Celtics have a lot of issues rebounding. Horford struggles with boxing out. It's an obvious issue. We saw LeBron had a very crucial offensive rebound and score where he got around Horford at the end of the game. But they won that rebounding battle 47-41. And I think the Celtics rebounded like 90% of the Cavs misses or something around that. You know, this was a game where they were able to win it physically, and that was big because LeBron was so physically intimidating throughout the game. But I think they won the game physically more than anything, which is huge for a team that is a self-labeled finesse team.
Oh, yeah. Only when Brad Stevens is mad at them does he call them that. But I agree. I think physicality, the tough-mindedness, the defense, that intensity, that's how the Celtics win games. You don't want to get that confused with, like, oh, they have no skill, they just play with effort, because a lot of people say that about them in the regular season.
They used to, not
then
anymore.
Exactly. And then when the playoffs come, like, oh, well, now everyone's playing with effort, and now you're going to get swept. I don't think that's them this year. I do think that when those two things combine, you get an effort like you did tonight, a complete effort, especially on the defensive end where they hold the Cavs to 99 points, and they just play lockdown defense down the stretch. And we already talked about Avery Bradley, and we talked about Marcus Smart, but that stuff's contagious. And Al Horford with the triple-double, almost 1 point shy, I thought he more than handled the load down in the post, even though he's not, one of those dominating low-post guys on the defensive end.
Well, the guy that really did well in the low post was Kelly Olynyk, who, if you don't realize Kelly Olynyk's a really good defender at this point, you really haven't been watching, because he is one of the best defenders on this team, probably right now playing the best defense of any of their bigs down in the interior. LeBron tried to take him on several times and failed. Kelly, his footwork is great. He reads the floor so well. He's gotten so much better with his basketball IQ and his ability to read the floor both on offense and defense. LeBron kept trying to attack him, and Kelly can backpedal so effectively and then go straight up when LeBron comes at him. And he stopped him, I think it was 3 or 4 times directly in this game, but he got that 5th foul that took him out, and he didn't really play for I think it took him out early in the 4th quarter around the 10-minute mark or so, and he didn't play after that.
Yeah, I mean, Kelly, one of the best things about him is he's big. He has size, he's a 7-footer, and he's mobile. He's a mobile big. A lot of times you want those guys for offensive reasons because he can stretch the floor, he can run the floor, but he can also body up a guy like LeBron in certain situations where so many players in the NBA struggle to do that because LeBron is such a physical specimen and a force, where if he gets out, obviously if he's out in the open court, nothing's going to stop him. But if you do get a body up on him without a full head of steam, you can put a hand in his face and you can alter the shot. I mean, that's where you're gonna beat LeBron, is if you force him into taking shots, outside of the immediate area where he's off balance or whatnot. So
yeah, if he's shooting for where we are right now, that's what you want to get. We're about, I'd say, 14 feet away.
Yeah.
You can get him to take a fadeaway off the glass. That's an ideal situation.
He'll probably still hit it, but
yeah, he probably will.
You at least lessen the odds.
But they forced KYRIE into a lot of those kind of shots tonight, and that was a big part of it.
Speaking of LeBron, end of the game. The ball ends up in LeBron's hands. He's got kind of a contested look. He passes it up to Deron Williams for the miss. Do you agree with that play?
Absolutely. So he up-faked 2 defenders.
Yep.
Closing out at him.
He actually up-faked me. I was up on level 9. I was even jumping up for that
that was a long way to fall from all the way up level 9.
He got me.
Yeah, I mean, he up-faked 2 guys out of the shot. He could have taken an awkwardly contested 3, or he could hit the guy wide open in the corner. It's a no-brainer play. You go to the guy for the open shot. It's not like LeBron is Klay Thompson or Kevin Durant, where he's a big guy that's one of the best shooters in the league. I mean, LeBron recognizes that while he does hit big shots from everywhere on the floor, he's like, what was he, a 37% three-point shooter? Apologies if I had that one wrong. But Darren Williams was wide open in the corner. It was a no-brainer play, and he rattled the ball out. It wasn't like he completely bricked the shot. They almost won this game.
I think it was the right play. I think anyone who says, "Oh, LeBron doesn't want to take the big shot," or LeBron's, shrinks in the moment, bit of a troll job there. I think he made the smart play, and as Isaiah Thomas said after the game, it was the right play. And LeBron James usually does make the right play. It just didn't happen. I mean, it's 2006, it's 2017. Darren Williams, that's what you're going to get. I mean, Darren Williams might not be in the game in that situation later in the season or in the playoffs. So it could be somebody else taking that shot.
Yeah. Well, the Godfather made the right decision on that one, and he'll dive back into his book as he was apparently very famously reading before the game. That was, of course, when LeBron's in town, things like him reading the Godfather storylines.
Yeah.
It's an absolute.
He was talking about it actually after the game. Yeah.
So that will do it for us. The lights are out, and that means the lights are out on this show. Don't forget.
The lights are out on the Cavs too tonight.
That's right. Don't forget Harry's Garden Report. Don't forget SeatGeek Garden Report. We will see you when the Celtics return back home.
Little West Coast trip
after
coming
this
up
West
here.
Coast trip.
Prediction. They're going 5-game trip. What's their record going to be?
6-0. It'll be that good.
Wow. Okay.
3-2 probably.
3-2. I'm going to say 4-1. They beat the Clippers.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
They lose to the Warriors, obviously.
So follow me, Jared Weiss, NBA. I will be at Sloan on Friday and Saturday with tons of stuff coming out of there.
Wow.
Follow this guy, Jimmy _.
I won't be at Sloan, but you can still worth a follow.
Yeah, he'll have good footage of him skiing or something like that. Cameraman behind the camera, obviously, it's where cameramen go, is Jeremy Karpf. That'll do it for us on the Garden Report postgame show powered by CLNS Radio and Celtics Blog.